Hi there friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle for anyone who is brand new, and I love to talk about affordable living. I like to sprinkle that in with some intentional homemaking, and there's nothing more affordable in my opinion than thrifting your items for your house, your clothes, whatever it might be. So that is exactly what we are doing today. We're going over a little thrift haul. I found some really wonderful things at the thrift store the other day while I was actually donating stuff, and I was like, let me just pop in for a second. Famous last words. And I found some really beautiful things that I'm excited to get into the kitchen for the summer season. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So like I said, I love making different videos all about intentional homemaking. It is absolutely one of my favorite things to do, and I sprinkle in some of these fun, affordable living videos as well. Thrifting is one of my favorite things. I get so many amazing items for so many great deals by thrifting, so I really love to do that. And if that is something that you are really interested in, you like thrift videos, you like homemaking, definitely consider subscribing to my channel. It definitely helps build our community. I love my subscribers. Y'all are so wonderful. I love chatting with you guys in the comments. So just putting that little message out there before we get started. But I wanted to show you the very first thing that I found was this gorgeous bowl. How beautiful is she? I've been working on kind of building my mixing bowl collection, if you will, for quite a while now. I had a bunch of plastic mixing bowls that I got for our bridal shower, for my bridal shower like 12 years ago, almost 12 years ago now. And I really am trying to eliminate plastic in all of my kitchenware as much as possible. So I got rid of them a while ago, and I've been slowly building back my bowls, my mixing bowls for all sorts of different things, all different sizes. But I absolutely loved this one because not only is it a gorgeous, perfect size mixing bowl, but I love that it has this pour spout here. This is like a really fun handle in the back, so you can like pour things out. I figured this would be really phenomenal for things like pancakes, pancake batter, any sort of breads, cakes, cake mixes, anything like that where I'm going to be pouring a lot. I have a few pitcher mixing bowls, but they're all really small. So whenever I'm trying to do something a little bit bigger, something that has a little bit more ingredients, it never fits properly. So this was such an exciting find. I got this at Goodwill. This was $7.99, so it was a little bit more expensive, but we all know that like Goodwill has been going a little bit up in the prices lately. So I was really excited to find this. I think it's beautiful, and I think it's going to be a really lovely addition to my collection. And then the very next thing that I grabbed was this adorable tray. I saw it, and there was just something really sweet and precious about it. Look how adorable. This sweet girl just kind of walking through a field with her ducks. I just thought it was so precious, like just something really fun. It makes me feel kind of like grandma's house, but that's sort of my, apparently that's my style right now. It was $4.99 at Goodwill, and this would be really cute as like a tray, maybe as a centerpiece in my dining table, or I thought maybe I could have it just up on the shelf like this so that the picture was displayed. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are for styling it in the comments below. I have a couple ideas, but I just thought it was really stinking sweet. It's even something that I could put a hook on the back at some point and like have it like hanging up on the wall somewhere. I love the patina of the wood. It's just kind of old, faded, and just really fun. And like I said, super sweet. So I was excited to find this piece. All right, the next thing that I grabbed was this container. Honestly, I think it probably could be used for anything. It may have been like a salt container at one point, but I think it would be really lovely anywhere. It is this nice ceramic material. It has this fun sort of greenscape. The lid is interesting. I don't know if it's like flipped and there's a design on the other side. I haven't taken the tape off, obviously, so I want to check it out. But I just thought that the print on it was also really lovely. Really fun, really nice, summery botanical print. I love both ceramics and botanical prints, so this was like a perfect win-win for me. This was $5.99, and I'm excited to take the tape off and see if the lid looks any different. Like maybe on the other side of it has like a handle that you pick up. But either way, I thought it was really sweet. I think it will be adorable either on my kitchen countertops or again on my shelf, or I might just stick this somewhere else, like maybe in our bedroom or something. I'm not totally sure. By the way, I do eventually want to do like a bedroom like design with me. That's sort of the room I've left to not really doing a whole lot with. It's styled, like decorated kind of, but there's still a whole bunch of it that I want to clean up and make it look nicer. So I will eventually be having a video, if you subscribe and stay tuned, of just kind of rehabbing the whole bedroom, making it really nice, putting our curtains up, getting things like really nicely decorated. But I thought this would be cute up there or really anywhere in the house. It's got so much potential. All right, so the next thing that I grabbed, I honestly went back and forth in the store. I think I paid too much money for it personally, but I have some really good ideas for it, so I just grabbed it anyway. And it is this lovely green plant. I probably could have gotten this at IKEA brand new for the exact same price. It was $3.99. It probably is from IKEA because IKEA has this black pot style in a lot of their floral bits, but I want to have a very green kitchen for the summertime, a lot of green decor, a lot of like really nice green pieces, and I thought this kind of dripping off the side of my upper cabinets would look really lovely. I have another piece, ironically enough, also from IKEA that would match very much the same, so I figured they would go really well together, like coming out of a cute brown basket or something like that. Really lovely and very versatile. I'll get a lot of use out of it, so that's why I was kind of like, It's a little bit pricey for a Goodwill find, but also I think that it will do really well in the future and I will get tons of use out of it. Oh my gosh, look at it like this. How cute, like with the tray and then having the piece dripping off the side, something like that. Really cute, really sweet, nice way to blend things together. I like it. The next thing that I grabbed was just this really simple cutting board. It was also $3.99. Again, Goodwill, man. Your prices are like teetering on a little bit overpriced, but this is definitely well loved, well worn. You can tell that it was used most likely as a cheese board or a small cutting board of some sort. But I love having pieces like this around to kind of put on my wall, like where my countertop is, because we just have this big, long white wall there. There's no backsplash. There's nothing to really catch your eye. So I enjoy having different wood pieces like cutting boards and whatnot to create really nice vignettes. I have a couple of different ones, different sizes. So you can have this either like this, standing up, because the space is actually quite large, or I could have it on its side this way. You can kind of create fun different shapes with it that create sort of its own backsplash as is. You can use it to hide outlets, or we have a phone jack over here that I kind of put a picture frame in front of just to hide things like that. So I love pieces like this. They're super versatile. And then I can also just pull it down and use it to actually cut some things up, vegetables for the kids, cheese board, whatever. The next thing that I grabbed, this is very patriotic of me. This is $2.99 and it was just an entire set of old vintage style American flags that go in the ground. You can tell they are in the ground because they all have dirt on the bottom of them, which I thought was really fun and neat. This is going to be really cute either, again, on my top shelves. I really want to decorate for the summertime. I don't know when I'm going to be getting to that, probably in a couple of weeks, but this would be really fun for the summertime or just to have around like our outside patio. The kids love to play with these flags and they kind of wave them all around. I think I already said this, it was $2.99 for the entire stack, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flags. And I think these are like $1.99 or something like that at the store normally, so not a bad price. And they are definitely old, so they have a little bit of a worn coloring to them. They don't look super brand new, which I also really liked. So I might just stick them in a pot like this, separate them. I'm not really sure, but I think they look really lovely, and I was excited to find these for such a good deal altogether. So the very last thing that I grabbed for decor was this lovely basket. It actually still has the original tag on it from Hobby Lobby, so I was able to like know how much it actually costs for real. They only charge $2.99 for this basket, which is crazy to me, right? This is $2.99, this is $3.99. Like, what are you doing, Goodwill? Either way, I thought it was a really lovely basket. I thought that the shape of it was really nice. I have been doing a lot of crocheting lately, and if you haven't seen my really awesome star blanket, I'm going to link the video that I did a couple of weeks ago where you can kind of see me pull it out and I show you how I've been working on it. I'm just about to finish it. I'm really excited. So I think having fun different bits of yarn in here. I've been having like sort of just a Wegmans is a grocery store if you're not like from the Northeast, but a Wegmans grocery store basket of yarn next to the couch where I have all of my items in them that I've been using to crochet, and something like this would be a whole lot cuter to hold all of those things in, and then it can just sit next to the couch. Really cute, really lovely. I just love baskets in general. I don't know, I might even put it into my decor. I'm not totally sure yet, but I love baskets. I did a basket collection on top of my hutch for my spring decorating video. I will also have that linked below because I really love how that came out. I did a bunch of thrifting for different baskets and then just kind of put them together in a lovely collection on top of my hutch. It came out really nicely. I really enjoyed it. So I am a big basket collector, and the cheaper the better. So I was excited to find this beauty that looks like it was probably never even used. Now, moving on to the next segment of this thrift haul. I don't do this very often, or like I do thrift for clothes often, but I don't show it very often on my channel. And I found the jackpot of all sort of clothing hauls at this one Goodwill. I went to a very different Goodwill than this one a couple of weeks ago, and I found these and they were just so lovely. I've worn all the pieces already and I really, really love them. They fit all wonderfully, so I was excited about that. But I found 3 amazing dresses. Every single dress was $5.99, which is crazy to me because one of these dresses I know for sure is from Amazon. It's from a very popular brand off of Amazon. And if I looked it up on Amazon, I would put money on it that they're probably charging like $50 or something like that. The dresses on Amazon have gone up so much recently. They cost so much money, and in my opinion, the quality is not really there for the price that they're charging for some of these dresses. So if I get stuff on Amazon, I really make sure that they're on sale when I go to buy them, or they have like a really nice cotton material to them, or like not a ton of like crazy fabrics. That is a whole other rant in itself, but I wanted to show you the 3 pieces that I did find. This was the first one. How stinking cute is this? I loved the little ruffle sleeves to it, and then it has this fun like empire waist, I guess it's called, and then a couple of tiers down. I just thought this was so beautiful. I loved the fabric. And I'm always checking at Goodwill to see like maybe they donated it because it had a stain on it or a rip somewhere. Everything that I found was in really, really great condition. And ironically enough, all sort of this same chiffon like material. I thought the pattern was really, really lovely. Again, I think it's super cute. It almost has like a Regency vibe to it if I had to put a time period on it. Just the neckline and the sleeves and everything else. Super duper cute. This is going to be so fun for the summertime. Really lovely for church or picnics or anything like that. The next dress that I found, this is the one that I said I know from the tag that it's from Amazon. But it is this lovely, it's kind of like a leopard print pink dress. It has, again, really frilly sleeves. Apparently I was into the really light pastel colors, which as you can see is not normally my vibe, but I've been really loving them for the summer this year. It has a tie waist to it. I really liked that it actually has a button clasp so that there's like nothing really hanging out. And again, it's another really long dress. What I loved about this one, the slip underneath is a lot shorter. And I just love that in the summertime. I wore this to church the other week. It was super breathable, super duper cute, very comfortable to wear. and I was excited to find this piece. And then the last dress that I grabbed, I've worn this already as well, and it is so comfortable and adorable, and I loved everything about it. And it is this lovely green piece, again with the pastel colors and the frilly sleeves. It was a vibe. I was feeling it apparently the other day. This is a high neck collar, and it goes sort of almost like a choker around my neck, but with the frills, it looks super cute. Again, it's a tie waist. And then this is actually a short dress. So this comes right above my knee. I wore this to a summer barbecue that my husband and I went to the other week, and it was just really light, really comfortable, really nice to kind of bounce around in. And the material is super comfy and lightweight for the summertime. So again, I couldn't believe that I got all 3 of these dresses for $5.99 each. There's just no better place to go than the thrift store, that's for sure. So I just wanted to thank you guys again for clicking on this video and checking all of the stuff out that I got from the thrift store this past week or two. I really love doing thrift videos. I'm trying to kind of cut back on them a little bit because I really have been wanting to build my homemaking content. So I've been doing a lot more of that. I have a video coming up next week that's going to be showing you guys us putting the chicken coop together, us putting the garden together. So many fun different things with our budding homestead, if you will. I have a lot of fun content like that. So like I said earlier, if you have not subscribed yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I found out the other day that like 80% of my views come from people who are not subscribed. So it would be really wonderful if you could subscribe. That would really help my channel out a lot. I'm so grateful to have you guys here. I can't wait to talk to you guys next Sunday. I come out with a video every single Sunday in the afternoon. So definitely pay attention to those, and I will see you guys next week for another homemaking video. Have an amazing week, my friends. Mwah! Bye.